Hi students, and welcome to Computerized Accounting 11 to 15. In this video, we are going over Chapter 4, Case 2 instructions. So I have my QuickBooks Live account open. I opened up to my company for Case 2, and I have my Case 4, Case 2 PDF instructions opened up as well. So like we did in Case 1, we're going to be adding, doing some sales and cash receipts to our company. And all this should be based on what you learned in the text using the test drive company and the sample company. So if you've already done those, this should be easy peasy, piece of cake. We are going to be making changes to the case 2 company that we modified in chapter 3. So again, all case 2s are a continuation of each other at the end of each chapter. All right, so case 2, our company is a toy manufacturer or a toy reseller. And so the first thing it has us doing is adding a new customer, Hagen's Toys. So let's go into QuickBooks. So like we did in case 1 and case 2, to add a new customer, we're going to come over here to sales, and we're going to come down here to customers and click customers. Right, and we're going to click on add new customer. Okay, so the customer's name is Hagen's Toys. So we just have a company name, Hagen's Toys. So we're just going to come down here to company name and click Hagen Toys. All right, and the address for Hagen's Toys is 3983 Torrey Pines, La Jolla. So 3983 Torrey Pines. And it's La Jolla, California. And zip code 92039. So that's done. All right, I'm just going to go over and check everything. Everything looks good. 3983 Torrey Pines, La Jolla, California. And we click save. We do that. And we have a new customer, Hagen's Toys. All right. So let's go on to the next one. Next one has us adding a new service called custom painting. All right, so how do we add a new service? Okay, we go over to our gear icon and we come down here where it says products and services. All right, and we want to click new. And then we have an option. And in this first one, we're going to be adding a new service. All right, so let's see what that service is called. Custom painting at a rate of $45, and we're going to use the income count services. All right, so let's go ahead and name it custom painting. All right, and the rate is $45, and the income account is going to be services. And let's click save and close. So all right, there we go. We have there's our new service right there, custom painting. All right, let's go to the next step. The next step has us adding 2 new products, a Go Aircraft radio. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on that first product, Go Aircraft radio. So we're still in products and services. So we're going back and click new. And this time it's going to be a product. So, and it's Go Aircraft radio, I believe. Yes, Go Aircraft radio. All righty. So let's go down to quantity on hand. So what does it say? It has us having a 0 quantity on hand as of January 1st, 2025. So we're going to put 0 for the quantity on hand and go ahead and put in the date. All right. Now the price is going to be $4,999, but the cost is $2,500. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Price was $4,999 and the cost was $2,500. All right, so let's go back over here. All right, so we're going to use sales for the income account and cost of goods for the expense account. So let's go ahead and click sales for our income account, and cost of goods is already selected for our cost account, and it is an inventory asset. So with all that done, we can go ahead and click Save and Close. All right. Now it says 2 new products. So the next product is going to be Taylor 22cc. Okay, so let's enter this new product called Taylor 22cc. So Taylor 22cc. All right. So let's see here. Again, it's going to be a 0 on hand as of January 1st. So we'll do that, 0 on hand. All right, so let's go down here. It is going to be an inventory asset. The price is $2,999 and the cost is $1,500. All right, so we don't have to change this. So let's go ahead and put the price in, $2,999, and the cost is $1,500. And what income account? It wants us to use sales for the income account and cost of goods sold for the expense. So let's go ahead and change sales, and we don't have to change anything for cost of goods for the expense account because it's already cost of goods. So we just go ahead and click add. So really quickly, we just added 2 products with a 0 quantity on hand. If you look right here, it's letting us know that we have 2 products that are out of stock. All right, now let's go on to step number 4. Step number 4 has us recording a new sales receipt. All right, and we're going to record a sales receipt for Benson's RC. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to click on the new icon and we're going to click on sales receipt. So let's go ahead and get that sales receipt opened up. Okay, there we go. Sales receipt's opened up. It's our first one. It's labeled 1001. All right. The date of the sales receipt is going to be January 3rd. So let's go ahead and change this date to January 3rd, 2025. All right, customer is going to be Benson's RC. All right, so let's go over here to customer and select Benson's RC. Now, tells us the payment method is going to be credit card, and we're going to use reference number 16756. So let's go over here, payment method, credit card, 16756. And we're going to deposit to undeposited funds. Okay. So let's click deposit to and undeposited funds. All right, the product is going to be the Brune F830 ride in a quantity of 3. So we come down here to product and services and we just click the drop down menu and we look for Boone. There it is. And we're going to click on quantity on hand, quantity, and it's going to tell us the quantity on hand is 4. Now the quantity it wants us to choose here is 3. So the good news is we have 4 on hand. All right. So make sure we have all that information. It's all done and we can click save. Now again, we're not going to click save and send because we're not going to actually send this invoice. So our receipt, excuse me, we're not going to actually send it. We're just going to save it. All right, and once you're done, you can go ahead and come up here and exit on out. So let's go into step number 5. Step number 5 has us recording a new invoice. All right, so we're going to go back to our QuickBooks Online and we're going to click on the new icon. And this time we're going to click on invoice. All right. Now, the invoice is going to be dated January 4th and the customer is going to be Hagen's Toys. Okay, so when you go to set up an invoice, it's going to want to give you this little, hey, let's payment methods, etc. Just click remind me later. Don't worry about it. So let's go ahead and click Hagen's Toys. Let's change the date to the 4th. All right. It wants us to use a net 30 term, which is already selected net 30. So that's going to calculate our due date, which is going to be February 3rd. So it's already calculated that. All right, wonderful. All right, so the next thing, we're going to be invoicing them for custom painting with a quantity of 5. So let's get that first one done. So we go down here to product and service, click on that drop down menu, and we're going to look for custom painting, and we're going to enter a quantity of 5. All right. Now, the next one, it says to also add the Seawind carbon sailboat with a quantity of 1. So let's go to the next line, hit the drop-down menu, and let's look for that Seawind carbon sailboat. And it already has a quantity of 1, so we don't have to change that. So we'll go back to see if there's anything else, and that is it. That's all it has is adding to that invoice. So just like with the sales receipt, we're only going to click save, not save and send. So click save, and we have the notification the invoice has been saved. Okay, so we can go ahead and exit out. We'll go back to instructions. We have, let's go on to number 6, step number 6. Now it has us recording a cash payment. And it's a cash payment received on the 7th from customer Benson's RCs. Okay, so we're going to go back to QuickBooks Online, and we're going to click the new icon, and we're going to click on receive payment. All right, the customer is Benson's RC. All right, the date is going to be the 7th of January. Okay. Payment method is going to be check, and reference number is 9847. So we'll go to payment method and select check, reference number 9847. And we are going to deposit it to the undeposited funds account. Select that box. And we're going to click save and close. All right, payment received. All right, so that is step 6. Now let's move on to step 7. Now step 7 has us recording a deposit. So we just recorded a payment received. Now we're going to record a deposit to the checking account. Okay, so let's go back up here. Go back to QuickBooks Online. And we're going to click on the new icon again. And we're going to come all the way over here to it says bank deposit. So let's see here. The deposit is going to be the 7th, so we don't have to change the date. So it's going to keep the 7th. And it's going to be from Benson's RC, and the amount received will be $4,500 related to the sales receipt. So we'll come over here. And this is all we do is you just basically click on, we make sure it says to checking. So it says checking, which is good. We don't have to change that. The date is the 7th, and it's the amount for Benson's RC related to the sales receipt for the amount of $4,500. So the total amount's $4,500. And we don't need to click new because we're not going to do another deposit. So we can click on this drop-down menu and just click save and close. And it should show bank deposit $4,500 saved. And that is step 7. Now it has us going and preparing our trial balance report. Okay, so we're going to come over here to QuickBooks Online, and we're going to go down to reports, and we're going to click on reports. All right, and if you're like me and you went ahead and made trial balance a favorite, it should be right here up on top. So let's go ahead and click on trial balance. Now, real quickly, it does have you using the date of January 1st. You can do that, but I would prefer you use December 31st, 2024. It just kind of makes it a little cleaner, but either way, it probably works. But I just have a habit of doing December 31st because that's when we set everything to start. But we'll go ahead and do it to January 31st, 2025. And we'll go ahead and click Run Report. And it's going to give you your trial balance. And you should be able to compare that to the trial balance in your instructions to ensure that everything matches. And if everything matches and everything is good to go and everything looks correct, then you're ready to go ahead and export it. You can export it as either Excel or PDF. You'll save that to your desktop. And then you will upload that file for your homework assignment to be turned into me. Yes, you'll upload this as part of your homework assignment. If anything should look off, if you're comparing the totals and you have a number off, if you look here, when I scroll my mouse over the amounts, it creates a hyperlink that you can click on. And when you click on it, it gives you the details of what makes up that total. So you can kind of try and maybe start troubleshooting where your error is. Okay. Now, and once you have done that, and you want to go back to the trial balance, you can come up here and click on back to summary report, and it'll take you back to the trial balance. Now, the second report I want you to run is also your transaction detail by account. So you're going to click on that. You're going to put in the same dates that you did for the trial balance, which is December 31st to January 31st. And click on run report. And what this does is it definitely gives you a much more detail of all the ins and outs for each account. Like you did the trial balance, you're going to come up here and you're going to export either Excel or PDF. I'll accept either one, save to your desktop, and you'll also upload this as for your homework assignment submission. So you should be uploading a trial balance and a transaction by detail account. Transaction detail by account report. So you should be uploading both of those and submitting them for each case 1 and case 2. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, or if you get stuck anywhere, feel free to send me an email. I can log in and see your progress and help you troubleshoot any issues you may have. That is the end of the video, this video. I have several other videos also uploaded for chapter 4, showing you how-tos that correspond with what you were doing inside the QuickBooks test drive. So I encourage you to be using the test drive to kind of practice around before coming in and doing your homework. It does make it much easier, and it makes it less stressful and takes all the guesswork out.